Grove, a podcast where we explore the mysteries of nature and the human experience. I'm your host, Johnathan Thompson. Today, we're going to delve into the world of fairy magic and the ancient wisdom of the Lily of the Valley. Prayer to the Lily of the Valley, keeper of hidden ways, O silver-belled one, rising from shadowed earth, you who wear the moonlight in your hollow cups. I stand where the forest breathes and the veil grows thin, and call to the guardians who walk unseen. Fair folk of the root and the dew, keepers of the old paths and whispered names, guard this heart as you guard the moss-covered stones, where the world turns and the wild remembers. Teach me the language of leaves and the weight of silence, the wisdom that blooms beneath the surface, hidden as you are, yet ever present, in the curl of fern, in the scent of rain. Let no shadow pass without your knowing, let no step be taken without your blessing. As the lily bows low, so I bow to the mystery, and trust in the protection that grows from the dark. O ancient ones who dwell in the hollow of the wood, who sing to the soil and listen to the stars, you who remember when the world was younger, when the boundary between worlds was soft as mist, walk with me through the tangled places, where the light breaks through in fractured beams. Show me the doors that open inward, the gates that lead to what lies beyond. I offer my breath, my attention, my stillness, these small gifts laid upon the forest floor, not as payment, but as acknowledgement, that I am here and you are here together. Guard my dreams as you guard the underground rivers that flow unseen toward the great sea. Let no ill spirit find purchase in my shadow. Let no fear take root where your presence walks. When the night grows heavy and the path unclear, when the voice within grows faint and distant, ring your silver bells in the quiet places, and remind me that I am never truly alone. From the first green shoot of spring's awakening, to the last fallen leaf of autumn's end, through the long sleep of winter's embrace, and the rebirth that follows death, be my companions through all turning seasons, my guides through the labyrinth of becoming, my witnesses as I grow into my truth, my protectors as I walk the wild way, by root and bell, by dew and dawn, by the breath of the earth and the fire of the stars. So it is woven, so it is known, Lily of the Valley, hidden wisdom and fairy protection. We gather beneath the shadow of the old woods, where the ground is soft with moss, and the air carries the sweet perfume of spring's return. Here, where the veil between worlds grows thin, the lily of the valley opens its white bells in quiet procession. These flowers do not shout for attention, they whisper. They remind us that some of the greatest powers in this world are hidden from plain sight, waiting for those who know how to look. Today we honor the fair folk, the unseen neighbors who dwell in the spaces between our steps. We honor the lily of the valley, the bell that calls them near, and we honor the three gifts this flower offers to those who walk with open eyes: the blessing of fortune, the shield of protection, and the gift of seeing clearly through the mist. Core teaching. In the old lore of the Celtic and northern lands, the lily of the valley was known as the fairy's bell. It was said that the tiny white blooms rang with sounds only the initiated could hear, summoning the good neighbors to their gatherings. The fairies themselves were believed to hide within the flower's leaves, and to walk through a patch of lily of the valley was to invite their attention. Now the fairies of old were not simply whimsical creatures. They were forces of nature, capable of blessing and capable of harm. To earn their favor required respect, humility, and the willingness to see beyond what the ordinary eye perceives. This is the first truth. True protection comes not from building walls, but from cultivating right relationship with the unseen. The second truth lies in the flower's own nature. The lily of the valley is beautiful, but it is also poisonous. Every part of the plant contains compounds that can stop the heart. This duality teaches us that power itself is neither good nor evil. It is the intention behind its use that determines its nature. The same force that heals can wound. The same spirit that protects can punish. The third truth concerns clarity. The flower blooms in the shade, thriving where others would wither. It finds its strength in darkness. This speaks to mental clarity born not from avoiding difficulty, but from learning to see within it. When the world is dim, the inner light must burn brighter. Daily life application. What does this mean for us, living in a world of concrete and screens, far from the ancient woods? On good luck. The fairies did not give gifts freely. They responded to those who honored the old ways, those who left offerings, spoke kindly of the land, and remembered that they were guests in a world older than themselves. In our lives, this means recognizing that luck is not random chance. It is the result of alignment. When we act with integrity, when we respect the boundaries of others, when we tend to our relationships with care, we create conditions where fortune can flourish. Leave your own small offerings, gratitude, attention, care, and watch how the world responds. On protection. The lily of the valley does not fight evil with force. It exists, and its presence marks a boundary. In our daily lives, protection comes from establishing clear boundaries and honoring them. This means knowing when to say no. It means protecting our energy, our time, and our peace. It means surrounding ourselves with people and practices that honor our worth. When we live with integrity, we create a field of protection that no spirit of malice can easily cross. On mental clarity, the flower blooms in shade. So too must we learn to find our center when circumstances are dark. This means practicing stillness. It means listening to the quiet voice beneath the noise of worry and distraction. When confusion arises, do not rush to fill the silence. Sit with it. Breathe. Ask what the situation is trying to teach you. Clarity often comes not in the moment of crisis, but in the quiet afterward, when we allow ourselves to receive what we have learned. Closing reflection. The lily of the valley reminds us that wisdom is often hidden, that power requires responsibility, and that the unseen world is always present, watching and waiting. As you carry this teaching into your week, I invite you to consider, where in your life are you being asked to see beyond the surface? Where might you benefit from leaving a small offering of gratitude? Where do you need to establish a clearer boundary? Go now with the blessing of the fair folk upon your path. May you find fortune in unexpected places. May you be protected by the strength of your own integrity. And may you see clearly, even in the deepest shade. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Gaia's Grove. Join me next time as we explore more mysteries of the natural world and our place within it. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Gaia's Grove and join our community of like-minded individuals who are exploring the deeper connections between nature, culture, and spirituality. And if you want to get a hold of me by email, I will have it in the description down below.